Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Bortles now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got a man. Complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 51 yards. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Mike 39, Lucy. Set. Green 80.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcel Darius. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10.
372. Move. So right, so right.
Bortles now on first down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Staying on his feet, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Matthews. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
A good pickup there, a 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Tennessee 1st down. That one Mariota to Matthews. From the red zone now, Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now Mariota. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Pushing through the contact. And an alley to run. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is a
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, it's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Campanaro. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Move. Green set.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some space here. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go. Lucy. Here we go. Yes.
They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles, flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Here we go. Set.
On play action, now Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Now Campanaro. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. First down, Mariota. Throw outside, complete to Sharp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And it's caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Mariota now on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Green 80. Move. Green 80. 372. Here we go.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Now he'll let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They go play action. Mariota out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead, but now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Play action. Now it's Bortles. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Out come the Titans now.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They try again with Lewis. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that's caught inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota gives to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Here's Ryan Succop for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Succop will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy, Lucy. Here we go.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
11, 11. 77. Let's go.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 46 yards. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mariota now. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mariota to sharp that time for a Titan first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how did you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
76. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Lambo will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mariota to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. They often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Bortles going to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go.